this is going to be our first attempt as a epoxy resin table. This is my son marking out my grid. If you're wondering what wood we're using, this is scaffolding board that I found on any scaffolding sites. These are recycled ones. Did make this table earlier on in the year. It's too big for us to put anywhere, and this is the map we're going to be enlarging onto this table. We'll update you as more. Day 2, carving out the outline of Palestine with the router. First time using a router on here. Any tips or how to get a longer blade? Looking for something that is an inch for those that are from across the pond, and about 12.5 to 15 centimeters for people on this side of the pond. Any help, tips would be welcomed. Let us know what you think. Who said child labour is not right? Removing all the dead wood before we finish rubbing this. Some old varnish from the last shape this table took. Clean and ready and sanded. We'll have to work our way around the table and remove all this old varnish that's stuck in the grooves. We're finally there. Yep, it's just dropped through. Sanding not needed on the inside edge, and securing up the frame, and then we'll start pouring the resin. Yep, there it is, dropped through. Not bad with a limited amount of tools, even if I say so myself. Tell me what you... Joy or joys. The joint we had right there has come apart. Now I have to create a whole new joint. I'm going to need 2 people for this because I haven't got the tools, and definitely do not have a workbench that I can rely on to put this up there. And even if I did, still need somebody else to lift it with me. Way too old at 60 to be throwing this table around. Let's see how we get on. Peeling off the first resin pour on the upside. The boards didn't stick. Doesn't mean we didn't over pour though. We'll have to deal with that with a sander. Got to make the jig for it first. Let's get this off. see you guys all on the other side. Well folks, this is the backside of the pool, and there's all the mess that came off it. Even if I say so myself, I think I might have got away with it. Could have been a lot worse. Now all we have to do is make a jig so I can get my router on it and get it smoothed off, and then get my brand new belt sander out on it. It's gonna be a hot, sweaty weekend. Yeah. First router sled made by me. I hope this works out. Otherwise it's going to make a right pig's ear of all of this. But fingers crossed, we're on the backside. Let's flatten this out and see how it turns out. Probably take me a day or so. Old men don't work too quickly. And was it the Pallet King or the Pallet Buster? Gentleman I've been watching on here. Cheers pal, took your advice, went and hunted for free wood. Actually got it out of one of the big box stores here in the UK, B&Q. They were absolutely great. They had pieces left over and they were going to chuck them away. And we have an expression over here: if you don't ask, you don't get. I asked, I got, came home. Yeah, I know. There's no mortar systemic joints and all. I just use screws and put it together. But hey up, let's see how this goes. All the finishing is done. All the bubbles are popped. The final coat of resin after all the sanding and polishing. Tomorrow, put the legs on, and this is how it should look. I know, started this in the summer, but hey, we finally got there. It's finished. The last of the shine's gone on, tapered, bevel edges, the whole 9 yards. And before anybody says, we've got yellow bits where the white should be, gave the varnish a tint of gold. As you'll see, some of the white oak has a goldish shine. Yeah, eventually finished.